Saturday night, Jaw Harp Live. We were playing Jaw Harp style musical instruments from around the world. We're on a few minutes later tonight than normal. Normally it's 8 p.m. Central U.S. time. Here, I delayed it till about 8:15. Didn't get started till about 8:30. So JoJo 80 was first. Oh yeah, you were first. Nice. That's a Zalagi Blackfire. I took and I put, it had a little bit taller of a trigger, and I turned it into a trigger loop. Adjusted the gaps out a little bit and flattened the holding areas. Boxcar Bet said, did we just start? Yes, we did. I announced it'd be a little bit later. I thought it'd be like 15 minutes. It ended up being closer to running 40 minutes late. Family time was going well, and we just kept playing, and yeah, pushed the live upload back just a bit. So sorry about that. But yeah, there was a modified Blackfire. It's not the cleanest of Blackfires I played, although it does play really, really well. Yeah. Oh, cool. Welcome back. Yeah, it might be a tad laggy. Earlier, the Wi-Fi had like 3 of the 4 bars. Now it has 4 of the bars on the Wi-Fi. So hopefully the live stream is flowing well. But if they get laggy or if they're glitchy, I'll probably end up putting a Wi-Fi extender down here. This is a different Blackfire, A1. There, what am I doing? It's like I'm going wah yo, ya yo, but bringing my lips off of it a little bit. There it was like I lagged, but I ended up overstriking. I ended up right here and stopping. Oh, well, okay. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, it's TDS Harper. Harp in, y'all. What have you been into? What harps have you been up to? I unboxed a few. I didn't shoot any video of it. Just pulled a few of the new Viraram out. Well, he makes them under the Gorkaram name, but yeah, the Viraram. And once I took the draw starts out of them, these are the stainless ones. They sound really, really good. They came with pretty pronounced draw starts, and I just took them out to the shop and straightened the reed out, got it perfectly aligned right down the center, and they play pretty dry, but pretty strong. TS Harper's into 2 Zalagi. Oh, cool. Yeah. Zalagi are low cost. Sometimes they'll be a bit clicky, and you got to adjust them a bit, but overall, the Zalagi are a pretty good buy for the money. DD Silva says, did you know that the Russian band called Otaikin? Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of their videos. After this ends, you should post a link to it. Boxcar Bets has a Sisolka Rawbuck. Yeah, I really have. I really enjoy the D2 Rawbuck in my collection. I like it. It's pretty springy, pretty fast playing. And George Pacheco says, how's the album going? Good. It has not yet began. In December, I'm going to be flying out to Oakland to spend some time with Mark Groudon, and we're going to put the album together, and there's going to be a percussionist. We're hiring Dan Kerbel. It's going to be recorded and mastered and everything. I think it's going to be pretty cool. My only assignment for right now for it to prepare for it is just playing along with the metronome and doing metronome exercises. I got a tickle in my throat. Oh, E flat 2. Oh, yeah, so that'd be like a D2 sharp. Cool, nice. And this one here it's a Gorka around A1. Yeah, that one is crazy out there. I like that. It feels almost like playing a homos. See, with the other one, I think was a little bit more middly. That was an A1-ish. Illiterate says, watching you play is interesting. Is it hard to learn a jaw harp? Well, the first thing you need to do is buy a low-cost jaw harp that is not a Snoopy harp, like a beginner Drimba or beginner Jerome or a beginner Morchung, and just get a harp and make sure it has a good flexible reed, productive flexibility. And then I've got a couple tutorials on it, actually. But part of it is holding the harp. So the first part of the jaw harp is you've got to be able to hold it. Now the middle part, the reed, is what vibrates. So the areas you want to hold it are areas that are not touching this reed. The reed vibrates or the tongue vibrates, but if I touch it, it can't vibrate. Kind of like if you are playing a guitar, you can't be resting your hand against the strings as you're playing them unless you're muting. But anyways, it will, yeah, but that was a side quest. But yes, you have to grip it in between the thumb and the middle finger and a finger in front, and then you rest it up against the tips of your teeth. So you're going to want to do this in front of a mirror. Boxcar Bet says, I've really noticed your sense of rhythm and timing tightening up. Oh, cool. Nice. I've been trying. I haven't been doing it every day, but I've been trying to do it like 3 to 5 days a week. Oh, says, I miss playing a jaw harp, but I lost all my teeth, so I can't play them anymore. Dude, there are lip-played jaw harps, like Corinding and Kubing and Dan Moy and a bunch of others, where you just brace it against your lips. And I have a good tutorial or a good hack that not a lot of people know about. If you type in no teeth jaw harp on YouTube, it'll come up with my video on clamping the frame of the harp to increase the mass so it can be played against the lips. Oh, we can just do that. We can do that right now. And I got the idea from talking to Waylon Harmon. I was like, I would like to design or know the science behind making a jaw harp that you can just play against your lips if it's made out of metal. And he says you just need to increase the mass, which turned out to be correct. So this is a sliding bar clamp here. And this is a Glazerin Star. The back part, if you look at where the tongue's at on this harp, the front part is the tongue. It has a clamp to it. The back part is just ornamental. However, you don't want to warp it. But we have a good area we can clamp it. You can take the sliding bar clamp. And if you have a regular framed harp, you can't exactly clamp onto it. Get yourself a couple pieces of wood shim. to spread out the contact areas. But if we just clamp this on here, watch the difference in between the harp. Just pluck. Not much sustain because the harp isn't braced against like your teeth or against a heavy object. So what it's doing is the reeds vibrating and the frames vibrating and it's wobbling and the wobbles cancel each other out. But if you take and you increase the mass more, it can keep vibrating because it's clamped securely the same way you'd be putting it against your teeth. So watch this. Play it up against my lips. It sounds like this. Not much sustain because my lips allow it to bounce. Increase the mass. Don't clamp it hard. Just enough for firm. Watch this. This is lip played. What else should we play? I want to play one more Viraram. Here was his mustache. I just pulled a random one out. There's probably a 20-some pound box of Morchung in there that I'm getting ready to ship to the Harpery tomorrow, and I just pulled a few of them out. This was just the one that was sitting on the top. It was a Gorka Viraram brass mustache, and it had a pretty pronounced draw start in it. I pushed the reed back and did some light aligning on it, and it's pretty nice. It's E2 432 hertz. Oh, dude, that harp. It's pretty stiff, but it sounds really nice. There's like whistling overtones to it that I really enjoyed this one. And it was just random happenstance. Top of the box. Like, I'll just take this one and see what happens through it. Yeah, that was the Viraram, the Gorka Ram Mustache by Viraram. Killer harp. Here's we're gonna wrap it up playing this harp by a maker I've never played from before. This is Junjaram. This is Viraram's son. This is his Afghan. It had a pretty pronounced draw start. I took the draw start out of it. Anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, and keep them oiled. But most of all, be good to each other. I love y'all. Harp out, and I'll see you next Saturday for Saturday night. Jaw Harp Live.